Hello and welcome back to my channel. Following my video a couple of weeks ago on happiness, what I thought I would do is actually break down how to achieve our goals, how to get to that final destination of your perceived perception of happiness. So if you want to click on the video last week to give you an understanding of exactly what happiness means and how happiness is individual to us all, please do so. Essentially, I discussed how happiness is subjective. We don't necessarily have to follow everyone else's footsteps. We might think money will bring us happiness, but it's what the money will give us, whether it's a house, and then the house we give security. So again, watch that video if you'd like, but to start this one, what I wanted to discuss is that it can be a bit daunting knowing what would make you happy, because all of a sudden you have this huge goal, this huge destination which you know will make you happy, but how are you going to get there? How are you going to get to that point? And it can be quite daunting, and it doesn't surprise me that many of us don't attempt to follow our dreams, because if we did and we didn't get there, how unhappy would that make us feel, that the only thing that we feel would bring us happiness is unattainable. So what I thought I'd do today is break down a couple of steps which may help you to actually obtain happiness, to actually get closer to that goal. So maybe you know what will make you happy. Maybe it's a house, and you think to yourself, okay, I'd like to buy this house. I'd like a house so I can feel secure, I can feel safe, but I don't have £1 million to buy my dream house. So what then? Do we stop? Let's think. How are we going to get to that spot? First step, rather than think about the house as the only goal, maybe break down and make it a bit easier for yourself. Maybe think about certain steps that you need to do to get to that house. We start from the top. We think, okay, I'd like a house. Let's go one step beneath. How do I get enough money to buy a house? Well, I need a better job. I need more security. I need to stop drinking alcohol every week. There's certain steps you can do to make it easier to get to that goal. In essence, what I'm trying to say is by creating these smaller steps, it makes the task more manageable. It makes you think and feel that actually this is obtainable, because you can do one step, two step, three step, and you can transverse that. You can go up it like a ladder and get to that state. You can get to that goal in small manageable steps, rather than it being an unobtainable goal which is so far away. I mean, it may take you years to get there, but at least by having these small attainable goals, you can reach it eventually. So those are more cognitive goals, whereas emotionally there's so much that may be holding you back, such as fear of failure. And this is a common theme I find when speaking to clients, when speaking to friends, when speaking to anyone. It's, I wouldn't want to try that because, oh, it'll never work. I can never do it. Someone told me that it's not doable. My mother, my father, my relatives, my friends. Oh, that's a silly idea, they'll say. So it pushes you back. You think, no, I'll just get back into my box, as it were. Just keep plugging away at work. And actually, you're the best judge of what will work and what won't work. Okay, listen to people's advice. But if you see an opening, if you see something which you see as obtainable, as doable, well, go for it. And if you fail, okay. It's okay to fail as long as you can pick yourself up again and try again from a different viewpoint. That's how we learn. Next is to adapt to your surroundings. Things may happen in your life. One moment you could be doing really well, the business is taking off, everything seems like it's rosy and going according to plan, whereas all of a sudden something may happen, whether it's in the business, whether it's something else in your life, and you think, oh, I've messed up here, this has happened and it's unfair, it's unjust. So what do? Do we belligerently carry on going, or do we adapt? Do we stop for a second and think, okay, this has happened, how do we negotiate this? And we can go around it and start maneuvering, and that's how we get to the point of actually being happier, of actually achieving our goals, is to adapt to society, adapt to change, adapt to things. Because if we don't, then we'll never achieve our goal. We have to work within the frameworks that are given to us. The last emotional point I'd like to discuss is tension, and in fact living with tension. And this is something which I'm going to do a video on and go into more detail about in the future, but tension is something which we always try and distance ourselves from. We always try and be happy, we always try and be positive, whereas tension is something which dictates our life. If we're constantly running from tension, then how will we ever attempt to do something because we always feel, I can't feel tense, I've got to run from it. I've got to watch Netflix. I've got to try and forget about tension. Tension is an ever-present part of our lives, and yet so many of us try and run from it all the time. It seems almost untouchable. We've got to distance ourselves. We've got to go out with friends. We've got to watch Netflix, watch repeats of the same show, because tension is so unquantifiable. It's so hurtful. We don't know how to deal with it. And I see tension like a muscle. The more we're able to deal with tension, the bigger the muscle gets. And the bigger the muscle gets, the more we can learn to live with tension. So tension actually is something which, if you can master, can really aid your life, because it will mean that you can do things that you didn't feel you're able to do, things that other people won't do. It puts you in a better position than someone that can't, than the version of you that couldn't. Tension is such a pivotal part of all of our lives, and if we can master tension, live with it, it puts us in a better position. It allows you to play with it. It allows you to actually be more in control of yourself and what you want. It enables you to pick yourself up. It enables you to dance within tension, and for it to, okay, rough you up a little bit, but for you to pick yourself up from it and think, actually, I can do this. My name is Philip Karahasan. Thanks again for watching. Please do leave a comment below. If you've got any questions, please do leave them and I'll try to answer them in an up and coming video. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.